Action.
Action.
Yeah, please, madam. Can we meet you, ma'am?
My name is Honorable Fatima Mohammed. I'm the Director General of Articulation.
Thank you, ma'am. Please, madam, can you give us a brief about Articulation as a group?
Articulation is the independent campaign group for our principal, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And the essence of an ICG is to ensure that, side by side the political party that we're in, because we're members of the People's Democratic Party, side by side the political party, we have a structure. And usually when you're in an electioneering period, it's usually better to have an ICG. Your ICG would be the one to help you sell them when the party decides to mess you up along. So as an ICG, we get into the nooks and the crannies of each state, of each local government.
Madam, please, can you tell us what Alhaji Atiku really stands for?
Well, maybe in one word, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is the face of hope. It stands for change, not the fake change that we have. Is the real face of change. You'll find out that there's nobody who's been clamoring for restructuring, having governance that is doable, achievable at every strata. It has only been Atiku Abubakar. So Atiku Abubakar represents the true change because it's the face of hope.
Yeah, but millions of Nigerians are waiting for Atiku to come on board. But from quarters and from villas, some are saying Alhaji Abubakar is here to declare his ambition for 2019 president.
Well, when they say he's here to declare his ambition, I don't get it. A couple of weeks ago, he came and resigned from the APC, and he went on live Facebook and said he's not a member of the PDP. I can assure you that in 3 weeks' time, towards the end of January, first week in February, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar would come and declare, because right about now he's on a working vacation. But he'll be back to the country sometimes next week. And once he comes back, we'll swing into action. And that's why you can see that we're quickly inaugurating all of the wards, all of the local government, and all of the state Excos to ensure that once he comes in, we're on ground and we're taking off.
Madam, your slogan goes very beautiful, one man, one nation. Tell us how Atiku will stand for the whole Nigerian come 2019, if by special grace of God he win the presidency.
Well, I know that Atiku Abubakar, by his grace, by the special grace of God, is the next president of Nigeria. And what he represents and what he will stand for, like I told you, is the real change. Atiku Abubakar is the most detribalized Nigerian that I know. He's an industrialist. He's somebody who you can go to bed, just go to bed, put your worries behind you, and you find him having reasons to turn things around. I'm glad that you've had an opportunity to meet him in several locations, and you can attest to the fact that he's a very warm man. He's somebody who is accessible and reachable. Everybody can reach him, everybody can speak to him, and he listens. One of the highest points that he has is he has a listening ear. You can talk for 3 hours, Atiku just sits and he listens to you, and you can be rest assured that he hears everything, and you ensure that he touches the lives of Nigerians.
So, madam, in one of the live broadcasts and interview of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, he promised the Southwest that inshallah is going to be the next president. And some quarters, some people are saying Obasanjo is another factor. What is to this man?
Like I say all the time, Obasanjo is not God's PA. Obasanjo has just one vote. Obasanjo is not the final authority for Nigerians. We have Nigerians that are eligible to vote. We have close to billions right about now Nigerians who would come out and who believe in the person of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku has come out openly to challenge anyone. If you have any case against me, if there's any corruption case anywhere in the world, come out with facts and talk about it. And up until tomorrow, you find out that the crisis that Obasanjo has with Atiku is a private crisis. It's not a national thing. So why should we use a national, throw away a national entity because we want to help Obasanjo fight his battle? Whatever he has with Atiku Abubakar is his private business. He is not God's PA. He is not the determining factor. He cannot stop Atiku this time around. By his grace, 2019, Asoroke will come.
Thank you. On the last note, man. One of the dailies, sometimes in the month of November, we read it in the dailies that President Muhammad Buhari sent a kind of a jet message to PDP as to the nation that they regret Atiku for leaving the APC to PDP.
Because you know,
what do you see to this, man?
Well, the Yorubas will say that so when you lose somebody who is like a symbol of unity in a particular party, especially somebody as large as Atiku Abubakar, then you know that you've lost it all.
Madam, before you go, madam, please, how do you assess the president's situation? I mean, how do you assess the APC government presently?
We're in trouble.
Big?
Oh, we're in trouble. We're just praying that...
You mean big trouble?
Oh, very, very, in fact, massive trouble. We're praying that this time just goes. We'll be able to... I pray that no year like 2017 comes to play again, you know, in this part of the world. Nigerians went through a lot of hell in 2017. There was so much poverty on the increase, there was so much misery, there was so much debt, so much pain, so much... I don't know, I haven't seen a year as terrible as that year. And my prayer is that that year will not come again. I've come into the electioneering period and you begin to feel the hits of an Atiku Abubakar. So times will start changing and then there will be suiting for every one of us.
Madam, your New Year message to Nigerians from Articulation?
My New Year message to Nigerians is to stay focused. Go and get your PVC. Remember, it is one man, one nation, Articulation.
They will surely not be inaugurated. But thank God, 90% except of Ward B and Ward H2 that are not here. Out of the 14 wards, I believe the remaining wards are here. But I believe by the time we'll go for the proper inauguration, they'll be here. I believe that. So our leaders, this is our arrangement. Before we can inaugurate you today as a ward coordinator for Atiku, we want you to come along with your 4 other Exco. And thank God, majority of them are here with at least 3 per ward. A round of applause for them, all the coordinators that are here. They were duly, to be inaugurated today. I'll also quickly move to the LGA. I want you to see them before the program fully commences. We are still on accreditation. It's a pity. Our secretary came late. I don't know if he has prepared the agenda. It's very, very unfortunate. Next time we will not allow that. This is an independent organization. If appointed you, if you cannot do the job, we will surely replace you. No excuse. Thank you. The coordinator, before the inauguration, whether you will be inaugurated today or not, please come forward. Let's see how many of his Exco that are available here today. The coordinator, please. I will not mention his name officially, but you know himself. Pledge. Say yes, they are for Atiku.
Okay, for Burrito.
Okay.
Yes.
As the deputy. A round of applause for that. The youth leader, woman leader, articulation,
one man, one nation.
Our DG, wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún wa wípé lápára Ọlọ́run Mrs. Kobari ló máa ṣe woman leader PDP ní Fákọ̀jà yìí. Lápára Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n ní so pósì yẹn kọ́kọ́ tí mú temporary náà máa fi di woman leader. Wọ́n wá ní kí n sọ fún everybody wa pé Mrs. Ọláòjì ní àpapọ̀ pọ̀lẹ́tì ọmọ àti also promising massive mobilization of genuine voters among them. I think that's what we stand for.
Ṣé ní kẹ́pọ̀ lé lórí díjì Àtìkù? Ṣé ní kẹ́pọ̀ lé òkèlè àpọ́lé bẹ̀ lórí rẹ̀? Bàbá àpọ́lé bẹ̀ lórí rẹ̀ o. Wẹ́rí dídà Àtìkù. Ṣé ní kẹ́pọ̀ lé? Mama o, mama o. Olúwa dá màmá sí fún wa. Mama o, mama o, mama o. Olúwa dá màmá sí fún wa.
Thank you.
Mama o, mama o, mama o. Olúwa dá màmá sí fún wa. Mama o, mama o, mama o.
Thank you, please. Congratulations. Our DG, and that is the Director General of Articulation, a blessing of Honorable Fatima Aduke Mohammed. She walks in majestically. A round of applause. You are highly welcome, ma'am. Also, while we're expecting the state Exco, we believe in the next 5 seconds,
Atiku is our principal, and it's a principal of all political parties, which I know. I know principal about 20 years ago when we formed SDP in Lagos State through the late Yaradua, when he was in custom. And he happened to be our leader in Nigeria here. And under the Lagos State, you see that Dr. is chief coordinator for the PDM for that time. When we are about to form the PDPs, the PDM was a strong caucus in the PDP in the olden days. And Atiku is the principal at that time. Well, you know, PDM is a strong caucus in the PDP at that time. In little times, we have to cross to the AC. I was secretary. I was a member of AC by that time. You know, he was contesting by that time. The principal won that elections. But being him and Atiku and the Yaradua were more or less the same families, and they just cut out issues. When they're about to go back to the PDP, the Yaradua, the one guy left, he has set up about 7 governors to start campaigning for him, which Amishi.
On indigenous everybody here. Ibo Kwenu. The Igbos are not playing together. Ibo Kwenu. Kwezenu. The Hausas are not here, they didn't come. The Hausas are here. Jama Yakuke. Nganku. Bakia Magana Jimba. Yes, I had said it already before my Oga, mentioned it. I don't want it to seem as if want to see Berewa when you're gonna put t-shirt. No. The t-shirts will go around the entire local government. As long as you're an articulation member, you will have one. But today the Excos will have the rare privilege of wearing it first. Because especially the local government Excos, we've been together for a while, for about 6 months. And they've had reasons to make us proud. Once she share tapu our local government Exco. Nino Ojo, Nino Oru, Bobo Batani. I want now making a massive of all the other I feel going up or long as you said up now, people come up and all around this always how we miss it. So said, first name Bogado, this and it was not doing. No miracles, you can't do miracle in a wall of a fair. Oh, did you want to put